welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs, the most hardcore bodybuilding supplements on the market. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Wednesday, November 12th, 2014, and let's get to it. Now that the contest season is beginning to wind to a close, it means that some of bodybuilding's best athletes are fueled, full, and ready to enter their prime growing season. And it appears that 212 division powerhouse Erin Clark isn't wasting any time hitting the gym and getting down to business. Recently, a video of Clark surfaced where we see the New York Pro Champion benching 405 for clean, easy reps. After an impressive sixth-place performance in his Olympia debut, Clark appears poised to make the jump from star to superstar. In case you missed it, be sure to check out last week's edition of Heavy Muscle Radio, where Clark joins the show as our interview of the week. Find it exclusively at rxmuscle.com. In the world of strongman, there aren't many resumes more impressive than that of two-time Arnold Classic and three-time America's Strongest Man champion, Derek Poundstone. RX Muscle fans might remember Poundstone from when he participated in Bros vs. Pros 9 and 11, where he squared off against deadlift champion and honorary Bros vs. Pros Hall of Famer Mark Lurch. After recently taking an 18-month layoff to recover from a variety of injuries, Poundstone is back in the gym and slowly but surely looks to be regaining the strength that made him one of the world's elite. Poundstone recently posted a video where he manages to finish off a back-breaking 850-pound deadlift using something he likes to call the Poundstone hitch. Be sure to stay updated with all the happenings in the world of strength by tuning into the RX Power Hour every week exclusively at rxmuscle.com. The NPC Nationals are just under 2 weeks away, and while the headlines have been dominated by big names that have grabbed the spotlight at different points throughout the year, inevitably there's always someone who swoops in under the radar and makes a big splash on stage. One of the dark horse candidates at this year's event just may be 2011 NPC Collegiate National Overall Champion Jonathan Irizarry. Recently released photos of Irizarry point to the fact that he's right on track to coast into Miami and wreak some serious havoc on an unsuspecting lineup. And although we haven't seen him on stage yet this year, Irizarry finished 6th at last year's Nationals behind Kevin Jordan, Brad Rowe, and Eric Ramirez, all who have moved on to the IFBB Pro ranks. With 3 of last year's competitors no longer standing in his way, don't be surprised if Irizarry slides into the top 2 and earns that coveted IFBB Pro card. IFBB men's physique superstar Steve Cook may not have plans to step on stage again in 2015, but you wouldn't know it judging by his latest photos. After bringing what was arguably the best look of his career to the Dallas Europa Super Show, where he earned his second pro victory, Cook carried that momentum all the way to Las Vegas, where he ended up with a 5th place finish. If Cook can manage to put on a bit more size to compete with some of the bigger athletes in the division, while bringing a slightly tighter and fuller look to the stage, we can expect him to be in the running for the Men's Physique Olympia title in 2015. After undergoing double hip replacement surgery earlier in the year and becoming a father to a beautiful new baby girl just a few weeks ago, it's been no easy task making time to train for 8-time Mr. Olympia Ronnie Coleman. But in true Coleman fashion, he just can't stay out of the gym. And now he's back in his office doing what he does best, lifting heavy-ass weights. Coleman just recently released a training photo and captioned it, "Trying my best to get these 17-inch arms bigger." Ronnie proves that even at 50 years old and on the road to recovery, his version of small arms is something that the majority of gym rats wouldn't be too upset waking up to. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs, the most hardcore bodybuilding supplements on the market. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. And for full quotes and Muscle in the Morning bonus features, join Muscle in the Morning's official Facebook page. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And remember to follow us on Twitter and Facebook.